Hey, Kevin here, top 1 financial advisor and best-selling author, and we are here to talk about the stock market. We gotta talk about Square. We gotta talk about their name change. We gotta talk about Jack Dorsey. He is the CEO of Square right now. He used to be CEO of Square and Twitter. That was his own thing, but he stepped down from Twitter on Monday, and now he's only running Square, and now he wants to change the name. So we need to talk about what this could mean for the company and whether or not it still makes sense to hold or buy the stock or get out while you still can. So, I try and be transparent, right? I picked Square as one of my starting 5 companies inside of the 2021 workbook. If you're not familiar or you're just now joining the YouTube channel, I collaborated with 4 other investing experts, and we all put together what we thought would be the best stocks for 2021. And at one point, boy, Square was on fire. Square was on fire. It did well in 2021. It was poised to do well in 2022 and was poised to do well in 2021, and it was. And then it just stopped growing like it used to, and things started falling apart just a little bit. In fact, over the past year, from this point, December of 2021 to December of 2020, I keep getting my years mixed up. From December of 2020 to December of 2021, the stock is actually down about 7, almost 8%, depending on the day that you are looking at this. But it ain't green, and that's a problem for me. I'm actually down 12% on Square. So this is right around the time that I start singling out companies and figuring out who needs to go and who needs to stay, and whether or not it makes sense to swap out a Square for something else that is in a better position or ride it out. So part of this is him changing the name from Square to Block. There are a few things that are good or could be perceived to be good. Now, just because you change the name doesn't make you a better company. Google did this and they changed their name to Alphabet. I still call them Google because that's who they are, okay? But that was more of a parent company thing, where Alphabet owns Google and YouTube and a bunch of other things like the Nest. I'm not gonna get into, y'all know what Nest is, like the security home system thing, the speakers, all those types of things, so that you don't just think of just search, right? They do other stuff. Similar to a Facebook that just a month ago changed their name from Facebook to Meta, so they can branch out other than, kind of change their name and get out of the bad press, but also get out of we are just the Facebook app. We do more things. They have the Oculus. They have the I don't want to call them kiosks, but the tablets, the phone call thing. I don't know what you call them, because I've never really seen one in real life. All that aside, this is a way for them to kind of expand, and they've already been doing this. They acquired the tax preparation service from Credit Karma, which is now owned by Intuit, so they bought that part of it. They have the credit card readers. They have Cash App. They are allowing people to invest and do Bitcoin on there. It makes sense, right? It makes sense. If you call yourself Block, it's a meta name, if that makes sense. But it's an interesting name because, one, it can link to blockchain, which is, I think, a place that they want to go to. And also, another interesting acquisition, they also bought Tidal. Don't forget that. They bought Tidal and they bought Afterpay. So the whole buy now, pay later, they have that. They now have Tidal. I don't know how they're supposed to implement that in any way, shape, or form. I don't understand it, other than the fact that Jack Dorsey is friends with Jay-Z. That had been confirmed. But they said that maybe it's something they can do with NFTs. I don't know. We'll see. So these are some of the assets they have collected. Some of them make sense. Some of them do not, at least in my view, for right now. This is a tough sell. This is a tough sell for me. I'm fine with changing the name. If you want to go into blockchain, that's fine. However, momentum for this company has slowed down. And in December, which is the time that I sit down and reevaluate, they're not looking good. And I have to make a decision on whether to keep it or whether to let it go. Now, in comparison, they're doing far better than a PayPal, and I've talked about that before because both of these companies, outside of the fact that one of them owns Tidal, still don't know why, but aside from that, they're still organized in the same way. Cash App is Venmo. PayPal is the Square reader that has the kiosk. I say Cash App, but Square is organizing a bank. They help people organize, their sales and all that kind of stuff. If you are a small business owner, so does PayPal. They do very, very similar things. Both are down. PayPal down worse. I've harped on that already, but Square ain't squaring, right? If Square doesn't get their stuff right, we're going to have to sit here and make a tough decision. But he is changing the name. We talked about that. I would love to really hear your thoughts about it. I am inclined, right, to believe in Jack Dorsey, and the fact that this kind of goes into the subjective part of investing, that now that his time isn't divided between two mega companies, that your focus is going to be on one. And if you are the leader that most people think that you are, then if all your focus is going into Square or Block now, then you should start to get the company on the right track, and things should move in the direction that they used to, which was last year up whatever percentage it was. I think 150%, I think they made, or the stock rose in 2020, if I remember correctly. I did a video between Square and PayPal, and if I remember that number correctly, that would be amazing. Anyway, they were good, and he had his time split then. But if I want to be subjective, I might have to hold on to it and just believe in Jack. Now, Jack got more money than me, and I can't afford to just be believing and losing money during that process. So we'll see. I'm not going to be loyal to this man. I don't know. I am loyal to profits, right? I am loyal to a stock going up, and this one recently is not doing that. So we'll see. We'll see where I go with it. I would love to know your thoughts with the name change. Do you think it makes sense? Do you think that him leaving Twitter is going to make sense in terms of just focusing on one thing and making one thing very, very good? Again, I think they've acquired a lot of businesses that make sense, with the exception of one. But even that doesn't mean that a company is going to go up. We know already e-commerce is still going to be here. COVID variant, that could impact a few things, but I wouldn't imagine why the company would be down double digits. Even though right now they're only down one digit, I am down double digits. I'm down 12. I'm not happy about that. So aside from that, we need to figure out what we're going to do. But I would love to hear your thoughts about the company. Do you think that the name change means anything? Do you think it's going to refocus the company? Do you think it's going to refocus him? And do you think he can get the company on the right track? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.